So the legendary Noam Chomsky has actually weighed in on all of the shenanigans that have been going on. Now, if you don't know about Noam Chomsky, which would be very surprising, he's actually a guy who has affected virtually everything in the world. So he's the father of modern linguistics. He's also he's also changed the field of psychology and a bunch of other fields. I remember I was doing a intro to psych assignment and brings up Noam Chomsky, and it was something about how, oh, he says there's something evolutionary about our language and how we speak and all this stuff. So he's a pretty legendary dude. Now, he says the neoliberal order is visibly collapsing. So his quote that he says is, even more threatening than Sanders' proposals to carry forward New Deal-style policies, I think, is his inspiring a popular movement that is steadily engaged in political action and direct activism to change the social order. A movement of people, mostly young, who have not internalized the norms of liberal democracy, that the public are, quote, ignorant and meddlesome outsiders, who are to be spectators, not participants in action, entitled to push a lever every 4 years, but are then to return to their TV sets and video games, while the, quote, responsible men look after serious matters. This is a fundamental principle of democracy as expounded by prominent and influential liberal 20th century American intellectuals who took cognizance of, quote, the stupidity of the average man and recognized that we should not be deluded by democratic dogmatisms about men being the best judges of their own interests. Inspiring a popular movement that violates these norms is a serious attack on democracy. So conceived an intolerable assault against good order. Also says Chomsky also draws parallels between Sanders and British Labour's Jeremy Corbyn, offering a theory as to why both are subject to such widespread attack by corporate media in their country's major parties. Again, he points to elites' fundamental disdain for democracy and a larger politics of inclusion. Quote, as in the case of Sanders, I suspect that the prime reason for the bitter hatred of Corbyn on the part of a very wide spectrum of the British establishment is his effort to turn the Labour Party into a participatory organization that would not leave electoral politics in the hands of Labour bureaucracy and would proceed beyond the narrow realm of electoral politics to far broader and constant activism and engagement in public affairs. He then says, quote, as the neoliberal order is visibly collapsing, it is giving rise to morbid symptoms. Among these are the spread of authoritarianism and the far right. More generally, what we are witnessing is quite understandable anger, resentment, and contempt for the political institutions that have implemented the neoliberal assault, but also the rise of activist movements that seek to overcome the ills of global society and to stem and reverse the race to destruction. So he dropped a lot of bombs in this interview. Essentially, he's obviously absolutely on the money here. In the UK election, it seemed like the narrative of Jeremy Corbyn being this anti-Semite, which was a massive smear, ended up being unfortunately successful because it was something like 90% of Jews or something like that, 70, 80, 90, thought that he was an anti-Semite, which, that just totally derailed his campaign. For the most part, I think that they lost because of Brexit. I think that was the key factor, but their establishment was obviously doing that as well. But he's absolutely right that the establishment, the wealthy, the powerful, they don't like democracy. Why do you think there's superdelegates in the Democratic Party? The reason is to undermine the will of the people. Superdelegates we're talking about, okay? They're literally superdelegates, okay? Overriding the will of the people. All right, and then obviously we see what the Republicans are doing. I mean, they're just doing it like crazy, obviously. Gerrymandering elections, trying to prevent people from voting, like felons from voting. Making it so that black people and poor people can't get voter IDs because they're more impoverished areas. And they're trying to basically do that with surgical precision, according to a Supreme Court case, or a federal court case. Although Supreme Court case did shoot down a bunch of those drawings. So he's absolutely right. And this populist movement, this movement of young folks, is the way to go, and it is what we have. And so I saw that video of Noam Chomsky where he was talking about Bernie's odds of winning. He was very, very down in the dumps, probably because he's seen a lot, and he's probably a little let down. He's getting really old. My man is really old now. Homie's looking like Santa Claus now. He's got the big beard, too. But I'm more optimistic than he is, certainly. He did add in a little bit at the end there that, there's a chance. But I'm definitely more optimistic than he is, and I think that this populist movement of young people will certainly be the way to go forward. and it's a way that we can restore democracy and to bring in New Deal style policies. Again, Bernie Sanders isn't even proposing anything radical. He just wants New Deal era policies. And so it's pretty telling that the establishment does not like that, obviously. So Noam Chomsky, once again, on point.